Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the New Year's Eve live stream tonight. I hope that you're having a great time wherever you are, and whatever the time is, it might not be the new year yet, but hopefully you can see on screen we have about 22 minutes to go, something like that here in the UK. And let me get you guys up on screen as well. I've been trying to organize things and hopefully it's going to work, but I don't know if it will work. Let's see what happens. As always, let's get my patrons up on screen because they make this all possible in the first place. And with my attire tonight, I have gone with half gig stuff that I'm wearing, but also half clothing for the cold because it's close to freezing here, and we do have a bit of heating coming from the heater that I've got, but it's not quite doing the job. Unfortunately, it's still really cold, so hence the hoodie over the top so that I can just function and do everything that I want to do on this New Year's Eve live stream, which is something that has started a little bit differently. I thought I'd just mix it up and play the requested cover at the beginning of this stream to get us in the mood, and thank you guys for requesting that over on Patreon. So let's have a little look in the live chat room. We've got Donna and Carla, and we've got Nora, Michaeline, Orlando, and Valerie, Teresa, and Scotty, Bonnie, and Michelle. Billy's in there as well. Fred, hello guys, and Laura I can see going through as well. Thank you for joining me on this live stream on New Year's Eve. And we're just going to do this in the normal kind of way, but we are going to have to rush through things a bit because we've only got just over 20 minutes. And let me get the super chat window up on screen as well because we have had a little bit of action in there. And as you can see, I've put some fireworks on top of it and it worked, which is great. But let me just have a little scroll up because I want to make sure that I don't miss anybody out here. Thank you guys for these New Year's Eve donations. And Orlando has donated $5. Thank you for that, Orlando. And that was actually at about 10 to 10 this morning. So a very early donation in there. And the message was, I'm starting an early tour, 13 hours long, by the time the New Year's ball drops in Britain, so I will tune in a little later. Happy New Year. So thank you for that, Orlando. There's some rock horns in there as well. Marilyn has donated $5. Thank you for that, Marilyn. And the message is, Happy New Year, Phil and everyone. What a great place to be, with a heart and some rock horns. And then she also donated straight away after that again. And it was actually a couple of hours later, and it's $2. Thank you again for that. And the message is, spike the likes for our sweet Phil. So this is the other thing, you can keep on hitting that thumbs up if you want to, but as this isn't a normal live stream night, there isn't going to be a target. We're just hitting that thumbs up for fun and see what happens. So if you do feel like hitting that thumbs up, then go for it. And we have Jill, who has donated $5 as well. Thank you for this, Jill. And the message is, thanks so much for the Tony Rice analysis. I live in Kentucky where bluegrass music is loved. I prefer rock music, but I appreciate the picking. So thank you for that, Jill. And that was the live analysis that I did last night. In case you guys haven't checked that one out yet, it'll be on the channel somewhere. And Marilyn donated again. Thank you for this, Marilyn. It's a $10 donation. The message is, Hi Phil, I've taken a look back at some of the analysis done this year and I enjoy them as much as the first time I saw them. Nobody does it better than Phil, with a heart. So thank you for those kind words. And there are a lot of analysis videos out there. There's also other kinds of videos. You'll find Frank Marino on the channel here when I chatted to him. Also a couple of In at the Deep End videos with Michael Palmisano and Daniel Donato as well. So you can check those ones out. But yeah, and there's lots of my music on here and covers, such as the video that I played at the start of this live stream. So there's plenty to get your teeth into on the channel. I think there's over 1,000 videos, something like that. So that'll keep you occupied for a little while, maybe the whole of 2021. Who knows? But I'm just going to make sure I don't miss any out here because Valerie then donated $20.21. So thank you for that very relevant donation, Valerie. And the message is, Happy New Year's, Phil and Wingers. May the best day of your past be the worst day of your future. and a smiley face after that. So thank you for that, Valerie. And I think I understand that quote. It took me a little bit of time to think about it, but thank you for that. And we also have Nora, who has donated $50. Thank you so much for that. And the message is Happy New Year to everyone! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. So thank you for that. And Orlando has donated $2. And the message is Spike the Likes, Happy New Year, with a champagne bottle, I think it is. There's some glasses and then some stars. It's very small to see, but thank you for that, Orlando. So we are going to be doing things at a really quick rate tonight because we're going to be jumping into the pick roulette that we have on the standard live streams, but we're going to be doing it tonight as well. And we're going to be spinning the wheel 3 times. And I'm just going to have a little look to see how many names are on the wheel tonight. We have over 100 names, so there's 100 of you, well, over 100 of you on the wheel tonight. We're going to be spinning this before midnight. Hopefully I don't run into midnight and totally miss the fact that we've gone into 2021 here in the UK. So what will probably happen is we'll get into 2021 and then I'll wrap things up because, of course, my family are celebrating the new year as well, and I will have to go off and celebrate it with them. So it's something that I will probably end relatively soon, maybe about 12:05, 12:10, and then off to do the other celebrations. But I will be here for the turn of midnight as we go into 2021. But let me just try and organize everything on the screen because we are going to be jumping into the pick roulette now, and we're going to be having a signed pick giveaway. And I do actually have the pick in question in my guitar at the moment because I used it on last night's live analysis, and there it is, the Wings of Pegasus pick, and it's the one with the signature on the back, as this is the only way that you can get your hands on one of those picks is by being a winner of this pick roulette. And we're also going to be giving away a tin, Wings of Pegasus pick tin, and you'll get a pick in that as well. And then the third spin is going to be for a choice of whatever you want from the website. You've got necklaces and picks. Obviously you can only choose one, but if you let Carla know in the live chat room what you want, then that'll be sent off to you. So let's give this a little bit of a go. And because this is a standalone live stream for New Year's Eve, it means that I haven't got any of the fancy graphics and things that I have for Tuesday night and a Saturday night, but it's probably best because we're going to be jumping straight into it. And the first thing that I have to try and do is find on the screen where I'm going with everything. I should disappear, and there I go. It's good, we can still see the clock so we can keep focused. I'm gonna have to keep looking at that to make sure I don't actually miss it. But let me see if we can get the pick roulette wheel up on screen, and there it is. So we are working at the moment, which is great. I'm going to do this exactly the same way as I do it on the other live streams on a Tuesday and a Saturday, which means that we are going to be shuffling 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. The names have been shuffled. We're going to give it a spin and see where we end up. So good luck, everybody. 103 names on the wheel for tonight. And is it your lucky New Year's Eve? We are about to find out. This is for the signed Wings of Pegasus pick. We are starting to slow down. Let's see if we can spot any names on here. We have Pamela just going through there. Dan, Corey, Amy, Deborah's just going through, Linda, Chet. Is it going to get as far as Stan? It might do. Is it still moving? Is it going to get as far as Pam? And it is Stan. So congratulations, Stan. You are the first winner for tonight, and who you have got your hands on a Wings of Pegasus signed pick. So congratulations to you. And the standard protocol on this is to let yourself be known in the live chat room to Carla, and then you can exchange details. She can get that sent off to you. But thank you, Stan, for even putting your name on that wheel and typing I agree in the last live stream, because that's where these names have come from. So we're going to go back and we're going to do exactly the same thing again. This is now for the Wings of Pegasus tin, the pick tin, and you get a pick with it as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give it a spin and see who's going to win. I'm just going to have a little look into the live chat room, see who's in the house tonight. We have Jeff in there, and Lisa and Jennifer, and Mimi and Leanne is going to quickly, Beverly and Jackie and Sandy and Billy still in there, Shawnee, Deborah, Lethea as well, Fred and Christy. Hello guys, thank you for joining me tonight. The wheel is slowing down again, so who's coming through this time? We have Mary going through, Chet again has just gone through, Jill and Lee and Scott and Lucy. No way, not Stan again, surely not. What are the odds? Did I randomise it 5 times? Because if I did, I'm pretty sure that I did. Maybe I missed it out, but we have Stan winning again on the wheel. What are the chances of that happening? What's 103? We need somebody who's good at maths to work that out. That we've now got Stan winning again, and congratulations. So now we have Stan winning a pick, but also a pick tin. So now he's got a couple of pick tins. That is amazing. If this is an omen or something for the next year, that Stan on New Year's Eve, that is the luckiest thing you've ever seen. And certainly we've never had that before on these pick roulettes, because the odds of that happening are insane. Anyway, so for the third spin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, it's totally randomized. We're going to spin it. And if this lands on Stan again, then I'm just going to give up with everything, because I don't know what the odds of that are. Somebody can work it out. But anyway, let's see who's going to win this time. And maybe we can work something out. And I have shuffled it, and I'll have to check. If I didn't shuffle, we'll have to check it on the replay. But if I didn't shuffle it, then it obviously goes around exactly the same amount of times, and that's why it landed on Stan again. So we might have to have a 4th spin. But we are going through, and it looks like we might be on Pam, and there we go. So Pam has now won. Let me know actually in the live chat room if I did do the shuffle or not, because if it didn't shuffle, then maybe it's just the fact that the wheel goes round exactly the same amount each time, and we've just never not shuffled before. So if somebody can let me know in the live chat room. Okay, Carla says that I didn't shuffle, so that means the correct protocol was not followed, and that's totally my fault. So it means that we are going to have another spin. So Stan, don't panic, you still won the Wings of Pegasus signed pick. That is yours to begin with, which means now Pam has won the Wings of Pegasus pick tin, and you'll get a pick with that as well, Pam. So congratulations. Let yourself be known in the live chat room to Carla, and then we can get that sent off to you. And we're going to have our final spin to make up for the spin that I did incorrectly, and I am going to shuffle it 5 times again. There we go. Now, if this lands on Stan, then I'm just going to give up. But we will see what happens. As I said, the odds of that happening are just ridiculous, because there's 103 names. For it to happen would be just because I didn't shuffle it. So, apologies for that. But we are going round again, and we have Cindy going through there, and there's Stan. He's gone through, so he was almost very lucky again. We've got Deborah just going through. Music Maiden. Is it going to get as far as Michelle? And maybe Debbie? I'm not sure. It's very difficult to tell. It has gone as far as Debbie. So, congratulations, Debbie. You've got your hands on anything that you want, pretty much, because this is it. You can go over to wingsofpegasus.com. You can decide whether you want some picks, or whether you'd like a necklace or earrings or anything that you can see on the website. Just have a little look on there and let Carla know what you want. But make contact with Carla in the live chat room just to get the ball rolling, so we can start getting these things sent off to all of you winners on tonight's Pick Roulette wheel. Thank you guys so much for joining in, for typing I agree and getting your names on there. Also, big shout out to Carla for organising it all in the first place and getting the names on there. And fortunately, I think we did get away with it to a certain extent. Obviously, it's human error, which is me not shuffling, and that's why Stan won twice. But Stan, you have still won. Don't panic. We'll get everything sent off to you guys. So thank you everyone for just joining me on New Year's Eve. Where are we at? We are about, what's that, 7 minutes away from the new year here in the UK. So we might have time really quickly to get into a song maybe, or I'll just interrupt the video if it's going to overlap, but it shouldn't do. We're going to be jumping into my song called Percy Johnson, and this is one that I did upload and make public on the channel recently, so you guys can watch it on YouTube if you want to, but I'm going to be streaming it here because it was requested over on Patreon. Let's get into it so that we don't run into the new year while a video is playing. Rock!
Beyond London Bridge.
And there we have it. That was my song called Percy Johnson. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. You can pick that up at wingsofpegasus.com/store. And you can get my whole album there. It's called Persistence, or get tracks individually if you want. And let me just have a look at the time, because we've got about 4 minutes to go until the new year here in the UK. Let me just get the super chat window up on screen. I won't have time to address that, but I'll do it after the clock goes past midnight. And just before we do get to the new year, let me try and show some of the pictures that were uploaded to the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. Thank you guys so much for doing that. And I have to go to a different place in order to grab this. So first of all, we have Lisa, who has uploaded the picture of her in her Wings of Pegasus t-shirt. So thank you for that. And let me just see if I can organize it a little bit more. There we go. That's better. So thank you, Lisa, for just buying the t-shirt as well as uploading this picture. I think this was one that was sent to Carla. So thank you, Carla, for letting me know that this picture existed. And we also are going to be having Mickey up on screen, and I should say Mickey's merchandise. She's pretty much got everything going on there. They've got a necklace at the top there, the mask, and the signed album as well. So thank you, Mickey, for that. And last but not least, we have this guy, who is Vince. And Vince is full screen at the moment. Let me see if I can get this organised so it's a little bit neater. There we go. Now we can actually see the merchandise as well. So thank you, Vince, for uploading this and sending it to me just before the live stream. And everybody will know Vince from the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. He hosts the after party over there, and he's fully merched out. So thank you for sending that my way, Vince, and also giving me the links to all of the other pictures that are over on the supporters page on Facebook. So let's see where we are with everything and our timings, and make sure that we don't miss anything. So it looks like we've got a minute left, or a little bit more than a minute. And hopefully it's not suddenly going to go like that, because that means that we are then in 2021. I'm hoping that it's got another minute to go round. We'll see. Okay, I'm literally just going to sit here and wait until the new year, because if I start talking about anything, then it's all going to go wrong, and I'm totally going to miss the point at which that red second counter gets to 12. So here we go, 45 seconds left of 2020, and I think everybody is very eager to see the back of 2020. It'll be great to be into a new year, and hopefully things can only get better for everybody involved and pretty much the whole world. Fingers crossed, especially with the whole news of the vaccine, everything, hopefully it will go swimmingly well and everything will improve. So let me see where we are at, because we are going to have a countdown, and it's going to start at 10 seconds, or at least it should. Let's see. And 10, 9, 8, and the crowd are going wild. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there we have it. Happy New Year. And there's some fireworks that have gone off, not only on my sound effects, but in and around my house outside. So I don't know if you can hear that, but we are now in 2021. So thank you everyone for spending the year with me pretty much on these live streams, and thank you for tuning in tonight. And if it's still not the new year yet, I hope you have a great rest of the day. I can hear it all kicking off outside. People are letting off lots of fireworks, and there's a massive one that's just gone off, so that'll be all up in the sky. I'll have to have a little look at that really soon, but it is now 2021. So here's to a great, I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a toast, and you can see the Wings of Pegasus muck. Let's see how they get on, hopefully in 2021 very well. But cheers everybody, and a happy new year. Just have a squig of orange squash is on the menu tonight. There we go, and it's a good start because I didn't choke on that. So hopefully everything is working, and you can see it all on the screen. We're now in 2021, which is great. And let me just get into the super chat window, because we're going to address these, and then I've got to shoot or scoot to celebrate with my family as well. So let me have a little look into the super chat window, and just going to scroll up to make sure that I don't miss anybody out. And there have been a lot of donations, so thank you so much for these guys. And let me just scroll up again, and I can't remember exactly where I got to, so I'm going to go from Nora, who donated $50. I think I said that. Thank you so much for that. With Orlando following up with the $2 donation. Oh yeah, and I went through all of those pictures as well. And Sue donated $25. Thank you for that, Sue. The message is Happy New Year's, Phil, and all of the wingers. Happy New Year's, Sue, and everybody in that live chat room. Kevin has donated $5 and said, rest in peace, Alto Reed, Bob Seger's long-time sax player. He passed away yesterday. So thank you for that donation, Kevin, and that message as well. And it has been a bit of a sad year all round for just musicians that we've lost in 2020. But thank you also, Nancy, for the $9.99 donation. And the message is the guy saying thank you and doing a little bit of praying there. So thank you for that, Nancy. And Michael has donated $5. Thank you for this, Michael. The message is cloud cover in Pittsburgh, no fireworks. So that is a shame. You might be able to hear them, or just get ones that don't go very high. But thank you for that, Michael. Stephen has donated $4. Thank you for that, Stephen. And it's the guy with this summer fruit squash saying cheers. So cheers to you, Stephen. And Nora has donated $15. Thank you, Nora. The message is happy, healthy new year, Phil. Mods and wingers, May 2021 bring you only good things. And thank you for that, Nora. And I thought you meant May of the month of 2021, but May 2021 bring you only good things. I should have said it like that. But anyway, thank you again, Michael, who has donated $5 and says this song grows on you. So thank you for the kind words. Rock and Roll Reactions has donated $5. Thank you for that. And the message is, are your reaction videos demonetized? Can you explain how you upload without getting copyright problems? Okay, this is probably one for another stream, but I have explained it in other streams before. When you upload a video, it then gets processed. When it's processed, that's the point at which, and it hasn't been public yet, it gets processed, and there are one of three things that happens. Either the video gets blocked because the copyright owner has said no one can use the audio or the video of this particular artist or band, and that's the record labels that do that, and the publishing company that own it. Or the record company and publishing company agree to share revenue half and half. That doesn't really happen at all, but it does happen very occasionally. There are those agreements in place. Or the third thing that happens is that the money goes, or adverts are put on the video first of all, and the ad revenue, the money goes to the publishing company or the record company that own the song. So for example, when I'm looking at any song pretty much ever, if it's by a very well-known artist and it's owned by a record label or a publishing company, which they all are, the money from the adverts that are put on my channel go to the record company and the publishing company. And unfortunately, a little bit of that trickles down to the artist eventually, but that's just the way that it works. And that's pretty much the case on 98% of the videos. It's just they put adverts on them. And this is why sometimes I don't like having adverts on videos because they do break up the flow, but sometimes you might see adverts in the middle of my videos, but that's just the publishing company and record labels. The copyright owners can put as many adverts as they want on, so they tend to just max them out. And yeah, I don't have a say in that because they're taking the ad revenue, so of course they're going to try and get as much revenue as possible. But anyway, so that's how it works with the copyrights. Obviously, I'm not sure if you've got a channel that isn't monetized, if you haven't got that ability to have adverts. Obviously, when you have a large channel and lots of people are watching the videos, then the record companies have an incentive to allow you to use their songs, not only for exposure, but for the money, for the dollars that they're making with every single person watching it and seeing adverts related to their particular artist and just the ad revenue that they receive from that. But anyway, thank you so much for that donation. And Shawnee has donated $5 as well. Thank you for this. The message is Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Shawnee. And Pam has donated $24.99. Thank you for this, Pam. The message is Happy New Year. Thanks for giving us so much happiness this year. You are a gem. So thank you for the kind words, Pam, and Happy New Year to you as well. We have Karen in the house who has donated $4.99. Thank you for this, Karen. The message is, Hi Phil, for 2021, an Irish blessing. As you slide down the banister of life, may the splinters never face the wrong way. Rock on, Karen. So thank you for that, Karen. And Teacherman1955 has donated $5. Thank you for this and says Happy New Year, everybody. Deborah has donated $20. Thank you for that, Deborah. And the message is, going out for the evening, I have champagne and chocolates to share. Excellent. So thank you for that donation, Deborah, and have a great time tonight wherever you are off to. And Lethea has donated $2. Thank you for that, Lethea. And the message is, thank to all for the blessings since my fire. I heart you. So thank you for that, Lethea, and thank you for everybody giving support to Lethea as well, because I think that's what that is referring to. And Jackie has donated $14.99 with a straight up donation. Thank you for that, Jackie. And Linda Z has donated $20.21. Thank you for that, Linda Z. The message is Happy New Year, Phil. This is the only time I get to donate in the future toward your future. So thank you for that, Linda Z. And GD has donated $20.21 as well. It's a popular figure. And the message is Happy New Year, Phil and Honey Wingers. May all Happy New Year, Wingers. I don't know why I didn't work that out. But may we all be blessed with good health, happiness, and good cheer for all the year, with a heart. So thank you for that, Ginny. And Joan has donated $49.99. Thank you so much for that, Joan. And it's the guy riding a firecracker, or I think it's a firework. Yeah, it was a firework because it just exploded. So thank you for that, Joan. A very kind donation. And Paul has donated $50, and thank you so much for that, Paul, as well. The message is golf, whereas tea times at Swinley Forest may be a bit difficult to come by. Here's hoping Huntswood is okay with 80s rockers. And a question, are you still working with students? Welcome to 2021 Wingers. So thank you for that, Paul. And unfortunately, the whole teaching thing isn't going pretty much anywhere with anybody because we can't sit that close to anybody, and we're in tier 4 at the moment here, and it's in London, just outside London. So yeah, the teaching thing hasn't been a thing probably since March of this year, and yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to work in the future, but I've pretty much got my hands full with everything at the moment just now on the internet, because I think there's been something like, since lockdown started, or since the coronavirus started to impact everybody's lives and all of the self-isolation, all of those kind of things, I think I was maybe 40,000 subscribers less. So I had a little bit more time, whereas an extra 40,000 people do demand a little bit more attention and a little bit more dedication to answering emails, because there are a lot more of them. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens in the future, but I think just this keeps me more than busy on a day-to-day basis. But thank you, Paul, for that. And Bonnie has just donated $20, and the message is, Phil, get out of here and go celebrate. So thank you for that, Bonnie, and I will do. I've got to go and say Happy New Year to my family. So guys, I'm going to be calling it a night for tonight. If you haven't had your New Year yet, have a fantastic evening, and I hope it all goes well in 2021 for you. Obviously, we can just keep tabs, and I'm still going to be live streaming. In fact, I'm going to be live streaming again in 2 days, because it's going to be the Saturday night live stream. Everything's now continuing as normal, and it has been a live stream week just because of the way that the days have fallen with New Year's Eve and everything. And thank you guys for answering my request to have this in the first place, because I wasn't sure whether we would do one, but I think pretty much every year going forward we're going to have a New Year's Eve live stream regardless on which day it falls, because it's great just to touch base with you guys. And welcome you into the new year with me, because I would just probably be in here anyway, so I might as well just enjoy the new year with you guys. And thank you Lucy as well, who's just jumped into the super chat window, $4.99 donation. Thank you for that. And the message is Happy New Year, Phil, fellow wingers and new wingers. Hope it will be full of joy, peace, understanding and prosperity. And there's lots of pictures there, but also the rock horns, heart and peace. So thank you so much for that, Lucy. And I'm not sure really how we're gonna end this live stream. Maybe I'll just do the standard outro, and because it's a unique live stream, I haven't got any fancy graphics, but we will just busk our way through it. Jill has just donated $20.21. Thank you for that, Jill. And the message is, thanks, Phil, for getting us through 2020, and Happy New Year to you and all the wonderful wingers. Thank you, Jill, and have a great new year as well. Kevin has just donated $20. Thank you for that, Kevin. And the message is, you are an inspiration. Thank you. So thank you for the kind words, and just for tuning in with everybody in that live chat room. Guys, I am going to scoot and shoot now off to celebrate the new year myself. I hope you guys have a great one, and I'm going to be back live in a couple of days time, so I'll see you then. Hopefully by then you would have recovered from the exploits depending on what you get up to tonight on New Year's Eve and going into New Year's Day, whether you get any sleep or not. But I will be back here in a couple of nights time live for the Saturday night live stream. So have a great new year, everybody, and I will see you when you join me in 2021, and I'll see you guys then. Rock!